In the early 80s, there was one way to always look cool. Sunglasses. But for the late 80s, if you wanted to be cool, you had to get a mini cassette player and clip it to your shirt. When you think Fisher-Price, you usually think, oh, that's some little kid toy. Well, in 1988, Fisher-Price wanted to reach a more teen crowd. Well, probably a more pre-teen crowd. Tweens maybe, I would say between 10 and maybe 12, maybe pushing 13. Now Fisher-Price did release around this same time a video cassette recorder, a camera. Oh man, you could put a cassette tape in it and make home movies in black and white and bad audio. I know, because I had one. I love this thing, though I was a little probably too old for it. But I can make my own movies, and wish I could find them today. I'm sure they're horrible. But around the same time, they made a little mini cassette player. And this thing you're supposed to carry around with you and listen to one song over and over again. Well, I guess not one song. Some of the cassettes came with 2 songs. It was kind of like, it was just a little, let's just dig into this, okay? Okay, I'm getting sidetracked here. Okay, it's a Pocket Rockets was the name of them, and they came in colors. I think it was like 3 different ones, and they screamed late 80s time period. You know, that late 80s, early 90s, that Zach Morris, Saved by the Bell look that everybody was going for. Looked like something you see at Taco Bell. Well, they released these, and you would, just like a little square box, and you put this cassette in it. And the cassette would either have 1 song or 2 songs. And a lot of popular artists of the day, even some not even of the day, from like the 60s. Yeah, they were trying to reach everybody. I don't know what people that grew up on the Beach Boys were listening to this, but yeah, it was just simple. It was just a little, it was like cassette tape. It was just a little piece of plastic, I guess more like an 8-track really, where the tape inside had like 1 song on it, and on the other side of the tape had another song on it, so you could just listen to 2 songs. And I guess you're supposed to trade these with your friends. It's supposed to be like a really big hit, I guess. I mean, I really remember it because the commercial tried to rip off one of my favorite bands, CCR. Well, you wake up in the morning, you hear the lunch bell ring. Oh, never mind. We are not going to get on into that. Let's check out that very late 80s commercial.
Here come Pocket Rockers. Tiny tapes, tiny players. Down on the corner, out in the street, Pocket Rockers are playing where the music feels the beat. Pocket Rockers. Play 'em here, wear 'em anywhere. Down on the corner, out in the street, Pocket Rockers playing where the music feels the beat. Tiny players, tiny tapes, Pocket Rockers, tapes and accessories sold separately, batteries not included, from Fisher-Price.
What a great commercial, right? What about this right here? They even came with speakers where you could hook your little player to speakers. But again, they only play 1 song. Well, you got to get up every 2 seconds. That's worse than a record where you got to flip it over after about 5 songs. But they also made a cassette holder. This thing held more than 1. You didn't want to be caught with just 1. You wanted to take them all to school, wherever you wanted to go. You weren't going to work, that's for sure, because you're about 12 years old. And here they are in the package right here. Huey Lewis in the news. Man, there we go. Pocket Rock. You can see it's just a little, it came with a little case to put it in. It's just a little bitty cassette tape. And what's this one right here? The Beach Boys. Come on now. What 12-year-old in 1988, 1989, 1990 was buying Beach Boys? Maybe you're just trying to get the old collection. But I don't know really why they went old school Beach Boys. I think it was a Chuck Berry one also. But you know there was Debbie Gibson. You know there was going to be a Debbie Gibson one. You knew that, didn't you? We all knew there was going to be a Debbie Gibson one. And, of course, a Tiffany one. Had to have a Tiffany one right here. They didn't even try to put the album cover on it. I don't know what TTB is. I tried to search and figure that out and never could. And even the Fat Boys. Come on, Fat Boys. You selling out, Fat Boys? Even the Beastie Boys made one. Fight for your right to party. Yeah, they even did one. Well, here it is. You can see this thing here screams late 80s. Look at that. Makes you want to go to the max. I tell you, I don't know kids that could just leave school and go to a restaurant in the middle of school day. Let's get through with this right here. Can you believe Miami Vice? Yeah, Miami Vice. I guess it's the soundtrack. It says 2 hot songs. Phew, that's hot. That is hot. Ugh. And then we've got, what is this? Pocket Rocket. Here's a little box, a little carry in case, again, you can put them in case you want to carry all your little mini cassettes with you. And then we have, look, clip-on. Clip it onto your shirt, clip it onto your belt, clip it onto your nipple, clip it on wherever you want it. You can look cool. Look like a little 80s keyboard, too. And then you got a bandana. I don't know who was going to buy a Pocket Rocket. Pocket Rocks. I keep saying rocket. Pocket Rockets. I'll get it through this one time. A bandana, but apparently somebody did. And look at this. You think, oh man, that's a collector's. You can buy them all at one time. No, that's just a case to put them all in. Show them all off. Hang them on your wall and be like, look at all these little mini cassettes I got to play 1, maybe 2 songs. Oh, crazy. I got a list right here, too, of all the ones they made, or I guess it's most of them they made. So let's just go through this really quick here. You got Bananarama. I heard a rumor. I don't know what the rumor is, but that's not the song I think of when I think of Bananarama. You got the Bengals. Remember them? Walt Like an Egyptian. I don't know. And then you got Manic Money. That's 2 hits. 2 hits. That's a good one right there. Beach Boys. Surfing USA. Ugh. Surfing USA and surfing Safari. Too much surfing for the Beach Boys. Sorry. You got the Beastie Boys. You got to fight for your right to party. Yeah. You got Chuck Berry. Johnny B. Good. Maybe you saw Back to the Future. You wanted to get that one. Rock and roll music. Yeah, I don't know really why it's probably cheap to get the license. I don't know. You got Bon Jovi. You got 2 different ones for Bon Jovi. You got Living on a Prayer. I know that song. Runaway. I've never heard that one. Wanted, Dead or Alive. You give love a bad name. You give love a bad name. I'm sure you know that one right there. You got Boston. What 12-year-old didn't want to listen to Boston? You got Amanda and Catch You Say Still in Love. I don't know what that means. You got Breakfast Club. No. Yeah, I thought that was a movie. You got Right on Track and Kiss and Tell. You got Belinda Carlisle. Heaven is a place on earth. I get weak in the knees. I think that's how that goes. You got the Champs, Tequila. That don't sound like a very kid song there. You got Phil Collins, Studio. And you got, he also does Don't Lose My Number. Jenny, don't you lose my number. Everybody knows that one. You got Cutting Crew. Cutting Crew. I just died in your arms tonight. I've been in love before. You got Danny and the Juniors. Who? I don't know. At the Hop. Rock and roll here to stay. You got Taylor Dane doing Prove Your Love and Tell It to My Heart. Exposed with Let Me Be the One. Season Change. I ain't even heard of some of these. You got the Fat Boys with Wipeout. Rock Ruling. I don't know. Genesis. A Little Domino. Invisible Touch. You got Debbie Gibson, of course. Shake Your Love. And Only in My Dreams. You got Bill Haley in the comments. Again, why? Let's skip the 70s and went back to like the late 50s. Rock Around the Clock. Shake, Rattle, and Roll. You got Jam Hammer and Glenn Fry. Miami Vice theme song. The Heat Is On. I thought it was Beverly Hills Cop. You got Whitney Houston. Well, How Will I Know? The Greatest Love of All. And then you got another one. Well, I Want to Dance with Somebody Who Loves Me. And So Emotional. I don't even know those songs. I'm glad I don't. You got Michael Jackson, the most overrated artist there's ever been. Bad and Beat It. And then another one with Wanna Be Starting Something. And another Part of Me. Never heard of that. The Jets. Yeah, the Jets even had one with Cross My Broken Heart. Cross my broken heart, I hope to die. You got it all. Make It Real, I Do You. You got 4 songs. That's 2 cassettes right there. You got Lavert. Who in the hell is that? Oh, My Forever Love and Costa Nova. I don't know. We're moving on to Huey Lewis and the News. 2 different cassettes with Doing It All for My Baby and The Power of Love. And Hip to Be Square. It's Hip to Be Square. And Heart of a Rock and Roll. I wish they did the Back to the Future theme song. Remember that with the Asian guy using going back in time. Oh, I love that song. I don't know who that was that sung that one. Lisa and the Colt Jam. Head to Toe. Lost in Emotion. Kenny Loggins. Footloose. You gotta kick off your Sunday shoes with some Footloose. What else is on there? Danger Zone. I think that's from Top Gun. Los Lobos. La 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 Bamba. And Tequila. Madonna. Who's that girl? Material Girl. Mike and the Mechanics. All I Need Is a Miracle. You're the One. Ray Parker Jr. plus the Monkees. What? Why has it got Ray Parker Jr. with Ghostbusters? And the other song on this same cassette is the Monkees theme song from the Monkees. That's just weird right there. Tom Petty, Don't Come Around Here No More. And on the other side of that is So You Won't Be Rock and Roll Star. So you want to be a rock and roll, I don't know that one. Pretty Poison, Catch Me, I'm Falling, Nighttime. I don't know who that is. David Lee Roth, California Girls. I remember that video. Woo! Bruce Springsteen, Born in the USA, and Pink Cadillac. I wonder if that's from the Clint Eastwood movie. I think Burnett Peters is in that. I used to have that soundtrack. Tears for Fears, Shout, 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 Let It All Out. Everybody Wants to Rule the World, Tiffany. 3 different Tiffany ones. I'll take that, Debbie Gibson. You only had one. All This Time, Radio Romance. Then the other cassette was I Saw Him Standing There. And Feeling Forever. And then the other one was I Think We're Alone Now. I think we're alone now. Oh, Could Have Been. And then you got Tupac. That's not Tupac. T-P-A-U. I don't even know what that spells. Heart and Soul. China in Your Hand. China in Your Hand. I don't know. That sounds... That must mean you got a small penis. I don't know. Then you got Wham. Wham with Wake Me Up Before You Go. And on the flip side of that is I'll Meet You in the Men's Room at the Park. Kim Wells, Keep Me Hanging On, Say You Really Want Me. Whew, now this is not to be confused with Hit Clips. Is anybody? Hit Clips was about the same thing too. I'm not really. I think Tiger made his a little later. I think they try to bring it back and Hit Clips. Ugh. Now you're saying, Junkman, did you have these? Well, I was a little out of that range, that target range, but I was really into music at this time in the late 80s, so maybe I would have got it, but I had my Walkman. That's all I needed. My shitty Walkman with my shitty headphones that had the foam on it and everything. But I started thinking, what if I had this? What if I had it? What would I have bought? Which one of those would I have bought? Beastie Boys, I like Beastie Boys. But I started thinking they really didn't target to someone like me. So let's see what I would have got Dwight Yoakam, that's for sure. Any Dwight Yoakam would have been cool, but I would have got Dwight Yoakam that came out in '88 for sure. And maybe Keith Whitley. Oh, miss you, Keith. Still miss you today. Oh, don't close your eyes, Keith. I would have got a Keith Whitley one probably, and probably a Billy Ray Cyrus. Some Gave All with Achy Breaky Heart. Oh, man. Don't tell my heart, my achy breaky heart. Oh, what a great song. Great album. And then I probably would have went old school and got a little Jerry Reed. Who wouldn't want a little Jerry Reed mini cassette? It might have a couple songs, 2 songs on there. It might have, She Got the Gold Mine, I Got the Shaft. That's a good one right there. Might have got Lunchbox he did with the Chipmunks. That's a big hit right there. What else they probably would have had, the Eastbound and Down would have been a great one to have for sure. And probably would have had to give me some Conway Twitty. Would have had to get me some Conway Twitty. Who knows? It might have Hello, Darling. Oh, that gets the panties moist. I don't care who's listening to that. Even if you're a guy, you'll run and get some panties and put them on and get them moist just to hear Hello, Darling. But I probably wouldn't have got Orion. I probably wouldn't have bought an Orion. Nah, I probably wouldn't have. Maybe there wasn't no Elvis and I was in the mood for some Elvis sound-alikes. I might would have got Orion, but probably not. And you're not going to believe this, but some of these can sell for a couple $100 now. Especially if you get like the big display thing. But some of the other, just a cassette by itself can run you close to $100 depending on which one it is. If they did that Jerry Reed one, that would have went for $1,000, I bet. But anyway, that's a look at the time Fisher Price tried to make preteen cool. It didn't really work. I was in high school, so I didn't really see this, but I remember them at the store. Maybe you had one. Maybe you had that and them hit sticks where you thought you were cool, where you playing the drums. Let me know if you had them. Let me know what cassette tape you had inside.
Hey, Junkman channel popping though. Thank you, sir, for that unsolicited testimony.